Hello. I am live on my very first live. Click here when live for stream info, viewers. Okay, cool. So I just downloaded this software and we're going to see what's going on. Let me click here. So I have it on my other laptop. It's loading up. Okay, cool. So I just downloaded this software and looks pretty good to me. Full screen it. Yeah. That's cool. All right, so I have Bitcoin up on the screen right now. We're going to go over this. And once I'm done with Bitcoin, I'll go over Ethereum. And then I will, hopefully this is being recorded. It's supposed to be. And then I will start to edit this and edit it down into shorter videos. So it'll just, you'll get that analysis for Bitcoin and Ethereum really quickly in like a 10-minute video. All right, let me turn this off because it seems to be working pretty well. Actually, one other thing that I want to see is, can I comment? So moderation helps everyone feel safe to build a positive live chat experience for you and your viewers. Choose who can participate, send a delay, hide or put people in timeout, manage messages, etc., etc. Okay. Yo, oh, what up? I did not think that anyone was actually going to join, considering that I'm doing this. Holy shit, it's 2:33 in the morning. Yeah, I guess that's what happens when you, you know, take an Adderall and get back. So yeah, I just got this brand new MacBook, Mac Mini. It's a M2 Pro chip, and I've been wanting to do streaming for like a long time. I tried doing Twitch, I don't know, like a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, I think, and I just couldn't do it. I think it was, I don't know why, but yeah, now with this new thing, hopefully I can go live on YouTube and on Twitch and on Instagram and all of that good stuff, right? So what up? I'm glad. I'm just testing this out right now. So let's see if I comment here. What up, bro? Will that come up? Yeah, it does. Sweet. Awesome. Okay. So let's get into the stream. So the analysis, yeah. This is Bitcoin on the weekly chart. As you could see, I have these two levels laid out right here. I don't think it's gonna come all the way up to here, to be honest. I really don't think we're going to get past the 61.8. This is the level, which is 35,700. This is the level that, like, I'm still pretty bullish to think that we're gonna hit here before like falling all the way back down to maybe 25 or 20 or even below, who knows. But what you need to, or what I'm looking at right now is, you know, very obvious uptrend on the weekly time frame. So on the weekly time frame, we are moving up. We had the low, put the low in, made a high, a higher low, and a higher high. And now this whole area right here is the bullish order block on the weekly time frame. It's basically the down move before the up move that broke the market structure right here. So I'm looking for, I would believe that we would come down into this area on the weekly time frame around 25,000, pretty much 25K, before moving up. And it's either going to be like this top right here, or it's going to be the 61.8. Obviously, if you know me, you know I love the Fibonacci, which is why I think the 61.8 from this entire move, let me get this out of the way, from do that. There you go. From this move, this top to this bottom, 61.8, boom. That's what I'm looking for. Also, there is this Fibonacci from this bottom to the top right there. So basically taking it from, actually, hold on a second. Let me do this. Let me take it from the actual all the way to the top. Yeah. So yeah, that's what this is. This is all the way from the top, all the way to the bottom. 38.2 is right here. So $35,700. And from this top to this bottom, it's the 61.8. It's the same exact level. So we have two different confluences, two different areas on the charts that are combining the two different major fib levels, right? Two major fib ranges. So that's why I think that the price is, it's almost like a magnet just moving towards here, because the Fibonacci is everywhere in the universe, and it just draws the price towards it, right? So I really like this, not to mention it's, you know, support area, support turns into resistance, yada, 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 et cetera, et cetera. Plus, people would get really, really excited up here thinking that like, oh, we flipped bullish and we're going to new all-time highs, you know, right here. I don't, 30K. I don't think we like had enough people really flipping bullish, thinking we're gonna go like to all-time highs. I think like up here is where people would really do it, which is why I think we're gonna go back up. But with saying that, there is a big issue. There's a big issue, and that is if we go to this chart that I laid out here and we look, we see that this was a really important range back in May and June of 2022. You know, this is the bottom, this is the top, et cetera, right? So this was the support, major support. And what happened is we came up to the major support, tagged it, went above it, went back below it, and then we went back above it for like 2 seconds, and then now, boom, we started to drop back below it. So personally, I think that like this area, this is the area that I said like we should not go back and stay under here. Like if we went back when we were up here, I said if we fall back below this line, this support area or previous resistance turning to support, then that's going to be really bad. And that actually set me up for this short that we took. So I'm still, I actually took my profits for my short like somewhere over here, and I'll probably reshort somewhere over here. But yeah, I don't like how the 28,700 area, this previous resistance, how we fallen underneath of it. So this is actually a really big resistance. But what I'm planning on doing is, well, first off, let's look at the daily. Look at the daily. Look at this. This is lower than this, and yet this is higher than this. So we do have a bullish divergence in the MACD on the daily. That's pretty good. We have the stochastic RSI moving up. We also have the RSI creating a higher low. So not too shabby, to be honest. Not too shabby for the indicators, which is pretty good. And we have the price pretty much creating this huge wick down here, followed by a couple days up, which is also pretty good. So it's staying above this level, this whole support, you know, this huge support zone. And this is actually, you know, it wicked down below this huge support, all of these wicks. It has swing failure pattern underneath this previous wick, and then it closed back above it, and now it's moving up. So what I'm planning on doing for Bitcoin is to ride this up. And what I'm thinking is this right here was the first 12-hour bearish order block, right? Why is that? It's because this was the up move before the down move that ended up breaking the market structure right here. Okay. Now, and when that happened, that's when we, you know, fell below these major support levels. But then we sort of like I just mentioned, we SFP'd these support levels, right? And now we're back above it, which is really, really good. So I like it. Then not only that, what happened? We had this move right here. So we came up and then we came down and then we went up again. So this right here is the could technically be a 12-hour bullish order block. And now we're in the 12-hour bullish order block, and we should move up from here. The other thing that is bearish, the bearish side of this, is that this is the bearish order block right here. We came into it, tagged it once, had the SFP right here, and then we fell back down. But I think that the broader context of this falling underneath here and then reclaiming it is better. You know, let me do this right here. Just draw this out. Boom. Yeah, so like all of this huge area of resistance, right? Like this right here, plus it closed. That would have freaked me out a long time ago before like I knew any better. And this probably freaked a lot of people out. So a bunch of people probably sold here, and then boom, now we're moving back up. So hold on one second. Yeah, so my game plan is to come back up here. I longed down here, right? I closed out my short, and then I longed. If we fall back underneath this right here, this Monday's low, the weekly open, and this order block, this bullish order block, if we fall back below here first and we close, so if this goes like this and then closes like this, then exit my longs, okay, and then target down here, right? But since hasn't done that yet, I'm still under the assumption that it's going like this and it'll come up. And let me hold on. Okay, so this right here was tagged. What you could do is if it closes above here, if it closes above this wick right here, you can long it, and you could long it, and honestly, you could long it and target. You could literally target 30K from here to here, right? You can do that. One issue, though, that's really a concern for me is the 61.8. So if you take the fib from this range, this top to this bottom, it goes 1, 2, 3, so A, B, C, down. This is the range, right? And you could see that the fib, the 61.8, is right here, which lines up with this top, which also lines up with this, whole resistance area. Well, that didn't work out, but there you go. This whole resistance area over here, that's such a bad drawing, is where the 61 is. So personally, I don't really, plus we should not go back below and stay under this line. So this is pretty freaking heavy resistance to me. And what I'm expecting is the price to come up here, come up to 28,000, and then maybe like do this, and then come up with a wick, come back down, and then fall down, and then fall back to this weekly order block down here, this weekly bullish order block. So I'm going to remain in my long up until this happens. Or if we come up here and what I just explained that I think will happen right here, if it happens right here where we consolidate and then we wick up and then we come back straight back down and then go like this, and this candle is a actually you know what, no sorry, in this scenario I don't think I would short it, even if this did happen. I think I would wait. Until it either comes up here. Yeah, I'll either wait until it comes up here, or if this happened, most likely it will end up, coming back down. But I'll just hold my longs until there is a market structure shift to the downside. And if we close down below here, then I'll close out my longs. But yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty confident that we come up here. Maybe we don't, though. We might not. And if you want to go down to the 1 hour chart and play Monday's high and see if we do a move up and have a move immediately back down, and we have that swing failure of this high, that is a possible shorting opportunity. I'm just not going to really deal with that. That's not what I'm planning on doing. So my target, so I'm long. my target is 28,200, and we'll probably go up to 28,400 and then slam back down. That is what I am thinking for Bitcoin. And now I am at the part of the stream where I wish I could pause it like I can in my actual videos, because I want to move on to ETH. But I guess I'll just move on to ETH, and it would be really cool if I can, what do you call it? Timestamp during the live, because then I can, you know, have this, what do you call it? Have this edit be very, very easy. So let me just check, since no one is actually on here anymore. Actually, how do I know how many people are on here? I don't even know. Oh, there's 2 people. But are both of them me, or yo, Bitrod, are you still on here? Or if you're on here, if someone else is still watching this, comment again, because it says, oh, now there's 3 people on here. Okay, that's cool. So I have, all right, never mind. 2 people now there's 2 again. So if you're on here, comment. Anyway, I'm gonna go to ETH now, and this was how long into my live? I don't know how long this has been. 14 minutes. Let's say 13, 14 minutes, something like that. And let's go to ETH. So ETH. So for Ethereum, oh, Stefan Mad. All right, dope. Sweet. Awesome. So welcome to my very first live stream ever. This is a first for me. It is a first for you coming on to my stream. I appreciate you for being here. It's currently almost 3 in the morning. It's 2:48 a.m. where I am. So where are you? Because Stefan, isn't Stefan like a Swedish name or something? I don't know. Where are you from? And is it 3 in the morning? That is what I am curious about. So yeah, let's go to ETH and then we'll figure this out. So Ethereum is also looking like pretty much the same exact thing as Bitcoin, right? Let's go to the weekly, right? So on the weekly time frame of Ethereum, we are in the, you know, higher. First we had the low, and then we had a higher low, or basically low, high, higher low, and then a higher high. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And now are we going to make a higher? Actually, I don't like the way that was. It's really this was the low, this was the high, this was the low, this was the high. So now are we going to make a higher low somewhere around here and then move up? That's possible. That's sort of what I'm thinking. Let me get rid of all these things. All right. And if we go to the 12-hour, what do we see here? Well, we see that we're in the weekly bullish order block, and we are moving up, down, up. So we had a bullish market structure break up, and then we are coming back down into an area too long. So I'm still long. Austria. Dope. That it's actually sort of cool. I've never been one to live stream or like go live, because I don't think I'm really good with like people. Like I'm not like a people's person. I'm not good at like communicating. I guess I don't know. Maybe I am. Maybe I just don't think I am. But like actually I am. But yeah, I usually just like doing stuff on my own and then like editing it and trying to perfect everything down to the last like detail. As I look at my hair, and I have a strand of hair that's like super annoying. So live streaming isn't really my thing, but I don't know. I'm trying to do new stuff, and this is new for me. So Ethereum, where were we? Right. So we had this is basically the range right here, the fib from the top to the bottom. The 61.8 is 1900. And $1,912 to be exact. And that also actually lines up with this level right here. This was a bearish order block, and it did get tagged on this wick, which is really, really good. So I'm thinking that just like Bitcoin, I'm thinking we move up a little bit from here before tanking back down. I think the same thing is going to happen What's curious? I appreciate you following me on Twitter. By the way, if you're going to watch this, not in a live, because there's literally just me and Stefan right here. But if you're watching this in a normal video, follow me on Twitter if you're not following me on Twitter. I just got back home and got my new computer. And I don't know, I just want to set this whole thing up and start going at it every single day. Because that's, I don't know, it'll be cool. Build up my following and all this other cool stuff that everyone wants to do, you know? So back to Ethereum, we have the 61.8 right here, but we also have the 50% right here. So for Bitcoin, I like the 61.8, but for Ethereum, the 50% is actually where I think it's probably going to SFP. So plus it's the previous week high and everything like that. So any time to start and build up is good. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you for the words of encouragement. So I'm looking for the SFP up here at the previous week's high, 1900. And in case you don't know what an SFP is, it's a swing failure pattern. So let me see if I could find one. I guess you could say that this right here was a swing failure pattern. No. Let me look for like a good example. This is a great example right here. So we have this right here, right? This was the whoa. Okay, boom. This was the swing high, right? And then it came down and then it popped back above it, but then fell back below it. It closed below the previous, swing high, right? So that's a swing failure pattern. It should have closed above this high, but it didn't. It closed below it. And then that really was the catalyst to go short. Like as soon as it closed underneath here, that could have been a catalyst, unless you're using simply the actual closes instead of the wicks, which sometimes I do use the closes instead of the wicks. And then in that case, this actually closed above the previous close, so then you wouldn't. But as soon as this fell back down below here, that could have been another catalyst for it. But what really would have been the catalyst was this right here. So this one is great because this is a close. This was a wick, and this is a body candle close. So this is what I'm talking about. This right here was the body candle high. And if we zoom in, whoa, let me do that. Boom. Yeah. If we zoom in here, you could see that, there you go. This makes more sense. This candle wicked above the close and then fell back below it and actually closed below the close of the previous swing high. So that's another swing failure pattern of the close. Or of course, this one right here was the swing failure pattern of the high. You could use either or depending on the situation. In this situation, I'd use the wick because the wick is so close to the body. But if the wick is like super far away, then like maybe I'd use the body, maybe I'd just use the body. Either way, whatever, that triggered a short and then you shorted, and now, or hopefully, or sold or something, right? And then we had the move back up into this fair value gap right here. And then we, closed back pretty bearish and fell a little bit down. So taking the fib from this range, 61.8 is here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look for a swing failure pattern right here. And if this happens, then I will short it and I will target down here at the basically 1700 area. Or if we end up actually closing back down underneath the Monday's low, then that would be pretty bad, to be honest. And I'd probably just get out of my longs in that situation and just like wait, because then it would be, like everyone, I don't know if everyone's saying this, but actually I was going to say there was a head and shoulders, but this is not a head and shoulders. This is just like, lower highs and lower lows. Driving to work and tuned in. I like your content. Yeah, early morning here in Stockholm. Oh, that's funny. I thought Stefan was from Sweden, but you're the one from Sweden. Dude, I gotta freaking go there. I just got back from a trip from Colombia. It was awesome. And now I have like the travel bug, but at the same time, I like want to hunker down and like produce content and, actually work a lot. So it is, what time is it over there in Stockholm? Oh, sweet. Now we have 4 people in here. Damn. I actually got 4 people. And I did not broadcast this to my Discord group or anything because this was my test run. So anyway, I'm only gonna probably be on here for like 2 more minutes, and then I'm gonna close this down and bring it to my editing software, and then like edit it down into like an actual like video for, you know, just straight up like content of this, what I'm doing, but and take what I'm saying right now out. But I appreciate you actually like being here, because it's pretty cool, you know. It's pretty cool like actually talking to people. And I know things could get, I don't know, it's not like things would get lonely, because like I'm an introvert, and so I was homeschooled for an entire year. I didn't talk to anyone. I literally didn't talk to a single person other than my mom for an entire year straight. So I'm cool being alone. You know, COVID had nothing like on me, because lockdowns, I was great. It did not change a thing for me. But yeah. Oh, cool. So okay, hold on a second. I just saw that I have a timer on here, so I can actually see when, and I could jot down when I'm switching subjects, so I could edit that and we'll edit it in post. No, we'll do it live. That was what he said. We'll do it live. So yeah, I don't know. That's Ethereum. Same thing as Bitcoin. We're in the bearish order. We came into the bearish order block, and let's go 12 hour. We came into this bearish order block right here, just like we did in Bitcoin, and then we came back down, and now we're in the bullish order block. So we're probably, I'm bullish. You know, I think we're gonna go up to at least 1880. But if we get the SFP, that's gonna be pretty bearish, and then I'll come down. All right, 9 o'clock. That's not too early, you know. And yeah, let's see. Oh yeah, I forgot to look at the actual, what do you call it? The indicators. Oh, whoa, look at this indicator. Boom. Look at oh my God. This is bullish on the MACD. This is what I love to see. Downward on the price action, except and upward on the MACD histogram with this little thing in the, so a lot of people think that like there's what do you call it, divergences when there's not, like technically, from what I've learned at least. But this is an actual divergence. This right here is an actual divergence. So this right here, what you need to have that little bit above. It needs to go above the 0 line and then come back down, or it needs to go below the 0 line and then come back up. Stefan Mad, I hope that you won't get in trouble for watching me while at work. But yeah, so this is an actual divergence. So that's it. That's pretty good. You got the divergence on the daily. You got the pretty solid swing failure pattern and bullish candle. It's not a hammer per se, but it's a pretty nice looking candle, bullish candle right here. And in the weekly bullish order block. So yeah, you know, I'm bullish. I'm still bullish. I'm gonna keep my longs open. I'm not gonna short right now, and I'm not going to. I already closed my shorts, you know, like I mentioned. And let's look at the RSI. The RSI, it's moving up. It's moving up. The stochastic is, you know, moving up as well. So not too bad. We'll see. If it closes underneath this, you know, 1780, if it closes underneath here, then I'll probably just probably get out, because, you know, it's not looking good. Close under here. Whoops. Here and get out. All right, so that's yeah, that's Ethereum. So we got Bitcoin and we got Ethereum. Oh, cool. I just got another thumbs up. Appreciate that. So what else should we do? I don't know what else we should do. I sort of want to just like get this over with. Oh, wait. Stocks. S&P 500. Of course, you got to have the S&P 500 in here, right? So we got the S&P 500, huge resistance area that we Kim Bug tagged, boom, fell, tagged, boom, fell, tagged, boom, fell, tagged, fell a little bit, but not too shabby, because we're staying right underneath of it. So what do we say when we what happens when we consolidate under resistance? Well, sometimes it pumps up. Usually it's a good sign, but I don't know. I've been tricked so many times with this that like I'd rather just I used to think that consolidation under resistance, that's really, really good. And, you know, I guess technically it is, but sometimes I see it consolidate under resistance, and that's just to get people hyped up, just so that the market makers have people to sell it to, and then they dump it hard. So I'm a little bit more hesitant at this point in a bear market. If we're in a bull market, though, boom, you know I'm buying if this is the case. But if this happens during a bear market, which is what we're in, then or during, I guess I want to say during bearish circumstances, then yeah, I'm not too fond of buying it. So if we can close back above here and hold up above this level, you know, 4,200, boom, I am so freaking bullish if we could close but above 4,200 on the S&P 500, right? And if we could do that, I mean, damn, target, you know, 4,600, you know, or take the fib from the top to the bottom and target 4,300. I would target 4,300, which would be a, you know, 3% move, and potentially 4,500, to be honest. Most likely 4,500, because this would be really bullish. However, what I'm thinking is probably going to happen is we're gonna come up here, and then we're gonna fall back underneath here. And if we do that, then that's gonna be super bearish, and then we're just gonna, like, you know, target the low. So let me just write that out. Let me just do this. I think that this is what's gonna happen, to be honest. And that's not going to be good, because I just went to a big meeting, a big hedge fund convention. It was like 3 days. Some of the biggest hedge funds in the world, like, were there, and they were all talking. And there's a lot of people that are still in cash, and a lot of uncertainty in the markets, and no one knows what's going to happen. But most people are still in cash, and, you know, things are still just overbought in general. So yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Anyway, this stream is over 30 minutes. So I'm going to end this here. Thank you for tuning in to my first live stream ever, especially using this new software. Stefan, get to work. And Bitrod, hope you have a good time at work. And I will talk to y'all later. Peace out. See ya. Now, let me, you know, end this.